Hi, Sam Tolbert, Sound of Joy Music Services, and we're back with our next viewer request, the hymn. I got my hymn book out for this one, the African American Heritage Hymnal, Deeper, Deeper, written by Charles P. Jones, and they wanted it spicy. Now, by spicy, I'm going to assume you wanted it a little up tempo or uh, a different approach style wise than the standard hymn. But as you know me, I love to learn a song the way it was correctly written and then add a little more seasoning to it. Key of G, as it is written in the hymnal. Let's practice. Put on my headphones so I can hear. Practice scales, major scales in the key of G, and back down. And let's do our left hand also just one octave. Here we go. And back down. All right. So let's start with just the melody in the hymn book version so that we can see what kind of seasoning chords we can add. Again, I have to follow the actual writ first. It's written in 4/4 timing, which means we got some leeway there to spice it up. Let's here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, rest. And that's the first verse, just a verse and a chorus in this hymn. Okay, so just from that particular chording right there, I can hear the pentatonic scale, which means I can borrow now some spiced up chords from the jazz format, from the Nashville chord system. Always got to cover this for you. 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For those who use the number system. So we see the first opening chord. So there go my first set of spiced up chords. Let me see. Starts on the D. So I'll give you this chord. Now I gave you some hymnal chords. I put some, I'll call it contemporary versions of a jazz chord, just to give you a different sound, a little classical sound, and there's our jazz chord. Nice classical sound. There's the Nashville chord. There it is. Usually my bass hand sets the pattern for the actual lower chord. If I don't place it where it's supposed to be, my muscle memory doesn't take over. Let me go back over that. There we go. And it goes back the same. I got that. Usually, when you start spicing up a song, you lose the context of the hymnal melody. Walk up. Oh, that's where I can. So all of a sudden, my mind kicked into where those melody chords are going. What chords are open to me? This is the second part of the verse. There's your diminished, which is your gospel and jazz sound. All right, so I'm actually laying out a lot of potential versions that you can put. It's almost hard to do it this way because you have to be melody based in your thinking to assign chords. Brace your 1, 4 to the 3 using a 1 chord, a 2 chord, a 5 chord with a 7th, a 1, 7, 6, a 4 plus, or 4 sharp, or show a 4, 5 flatted or 4 sharped. We'll go sharp here because we're in the key of G. 5, stay in the 5. The cadence to take you to the next verse. And that is a lot of space there. Just lost the light. And my precious. It's all about timing. I think I can get through without that light on. Diminish. So if you don't have the bounce, which is something that is really developed over time and a lot of practicing, especially to the songs that have an actual tempo to it, you will find learning to bounce in between a melody, a bass, and chording to be difficult. But it's a matter of putting everything in its place. Melody is right there. Your lower notes can bounce because there is a deeper yet I pray. Let me see that. Look at the notes that are there. So there is a call and response going on top of the melody. There's some words which are being sung underneath. That's where you can bounce. me slow that down. This is the chorus. That's why I have you practice scales in your left hand so that you can do in sequence. Doesn't matter what chord it is. So that's pretty much about all I can give you on this hymn. It really only has a verse and a chorus. There's no bridge in between. The notes are practically all in the major family, so you would have to really go outside of the major scale family to give any more spicy chords. But if you were going to put some more spicy chords in it, let's see. I hate doing this to hymns. Kind of hard for me to get any more spicier than that because I understand the integrity of the lyrics and the melody that's been placed behind the lyrics. So to start changing the chords just for the sake of just changing it, my theory training is now in combat with what my hands are trying to do. My mind is saying, well, go this way. My hands are saying, but no, this is the way you can go. All major. So now I'm thinking major. So you're getting kind of a classical jazz kind of connotation to it, but now the melody sort of loses its um, its place on how it was actually written by the original composer. But hopefully, I've given you some way to spice it up. Of course, if you want to do more Pentecostal style, then you're going to be jumpy with it. And that's how you could really, as I say, bring the heat with the spicing. Hopefully this helps you out. Sam Tobit, Sound of Joy Music Services. If you like these videos, please, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe to us. It helps pushes us up in the YouTube algorithm. And of course, like the video, leave your comments, and share. Sam Tobit, Sound of Joy Music Services. See you on the next viewer request.